Weezy out of here.
The dash is digi, the schedule busy. My head in a hoodie, my shorty a goodie. My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but
What is going on, guys? Boogie Clips here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my PCL D-League Week 1 match, and this week we're going to be facing off against Blazing Squid, coach of the Toronto Totodiles. Make sure to check out his channel along with all of the other PCL D-League coaches down in the description below. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into Blazing's team. So he has a team of Tapu Lele, Manaphy, Zero Aura, Muckalola, Miltank, Venusaur, Zygarde 10%, Claydol, Heracross, Exeggutor Alola, and Mega Charizard Y. And the 6 we're going to be bringing this week are Shaymin, Megalopony, Gliscor, Sylveon, Dialga, and Thunderous Eye. And if you want to know more about the other 5 Pokemon that we have, along with why we drafted what we did, make sure to check out our last week's video, the PCL D-League draft analysis. I'll leave a link to that in the description below as well. But there's going to be no Team Blue this week, so I'm just going to give you guys a quick rundown of the sets that we'll be bringing this week. So, starting off for my Dialga set, we are going to be bringing a sub 3 attacks with max special attack and a lot of speed to make sure we outspeed the Heracross. And the purpose of the sub is if we're able to get a substitute up, we don't have to play the prediction game and can pretty much just claim a KO on any of his team, as if you look at what he brought, he has absolutely no switches to Dialga, which is really nice if we're able to get that off. And we're going to be rocking leftovers to make sure we get that recovery back after setting up a sub. For my Thunderous Eye set, I'm going to be bringing a Nasty Plot 3 attacks, and the purpose of this is to just win late game, as he, once again, if I get rid of that Zero Aura, he really has no switch-ins to Thunderous Eye, and we are actually going to be Darkinium Z, so we can just absolutely nuke something if we get the chance. For my Gliscor set, I'm going to be bringing a full Fizz Def set, and the purpose of that is just to eat up a lot of his physical hits from mods like the Heracross on his team and the Zero Aura. And for my Megalopony set, we are really offensive. We're able to run Adamant this week, as the only thing that outspeeds it is the Zero Aura, and nothing else on his team even comes close to hitting the speed tiers of Megalop. So we're able to be really offensive with a Power-Up Punch set. If we're able to get that off, we can really just tear through his team. For my Sylveon set, we're going to be bringing a Spec Sylveon, as that is absolutely going to blow back his team, as if you just take a look at his team, he has no switch-ins to a Hyper Voice, so that's really nice. And last but not least, for my Shaymin set, we're going to be a really off-speed, a really offensive, max speed, timid nature to speed tie with the Manaphy if he wants to be max speed, so he can be able to revenge kill that. So that is that's pretty much the plan, so let's go ahead and jump into the battle. So for lead matchups, looking at his team, Shaymin looked really nice, because I figured that he's either going to want to lead the Claydol or the Zero Aura to either get up his rocks or get an early full switch and gain momentum. And the one thing I really do not want to see is that Charizard Y lead, which would be really annoying for my team, so let's just kind of hope that doesn't happen. So while we wait, make sure to once again check out Blazing Squid in the description down below, as he's a really nice guy and makes some really good content. So anyways, as you guys can see, he's going to challenge us, and we are going to go ahead and lead off with our Shaymin. And as you guys are going to see right about now, he is going to lead with the Charizard, which is really unfortunate. So at this point, I'm kind of forced to sack something off. I have no switch to this thing, and Sylveon's my most useless member. So I'm going to go into that, as he actually doubles into his Zero Aura, which is really nice for me, as I'm just going to be able to click the Hyper Voice for free here. So, at this point in the battle, I realized I made a prep mistake. I brought Hyper Beam over Hyper Voice, and that's huge, because I'm kind of forced to click the Hyper Voice here, because I need to get rid of this or whatever he wants to switch into. So I'm kind of forced to click the Hyper Beam here, and which means I'm going to have to recharge next turn, and he's free to go into whatever he wants. So I'm going to go ahead, click the Hyper Beam, as he's going to throw off the Plasma Fist. This is going to do a ton of damage to me, as you guys are going to see. But he's not going to be able to KO me, which is really nice, and we're going to be able to take out the Zero Aura and get the first kill of the season. So that's really nice. We're going to click the Hyper Beam. The animation looks really cool. Does a ton of damage, just absolutely nukes him, as it's actually pixelate, since That's its ability. But he's going to send out his Charizard, and I'm forced to recharge. So, I can't really do anything here. I'm just kind of forced to sack this thing off. And as you guys are going to see right about now, he's going to get his Drought off, meaning that his fire attacks are going to do a lot more damage. So he's going to go ahead and reveal the Flame Charge. And this is really bad. Means he's at a he's at +1 speed, meaning he's going to outspeed my entire team. So that's not good. So I need chip on this thing, so I'm going to go hard into my Loki. This was probably not my best play. I probably should have gone into something else, but it is what it is. We're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and click the Fake Out and just get as much chip damage on this thing as we can. So, going to go ahead and Mega Evolve and just click the Fake Out, and it's going to reveal that he did about 25%, and I'm just going to sack off my Loki here. This probably wasn't the greatest play, but it's not the end of the world, but we're going to lose our Loki here, which is really unfortunate. So, now I'm going to go hard into my Delega, and I'm just going to hope that he does not have the Overheat this game, because if he does not have the Overheat, we're able to take out this thing and actually puts us in a decent position, even though we're down a Pokemon. But he's going to reveal the Overheat, and this is going to go ahead and take out my Delega, putting us in an absolutely terrible position. So, at this point, he's at -2 special attack, so I'm going to go hard into my Thundurus here. And I'm going to set up the Nasty Plot and try and go for game. Since the Zeraora is gone, we got rid of what we need to, but we're going to click the Nasty Plot here. So we're going to get up to our +2 special attack, as he is going to go ahead and click the Flamethrower. So, if you guys can see, he's going to do about pretty close to half, but the Sunlight's going to fit. So, at this point in the game, I'm pretty much like, this is do or die. This is my only chance to win the game. I've got to go for it now. So I'm going to go ahead and click the Thunderbolt, and I was calculating, and he has, if he is Timid Max Special Attack, he has a 30% chance to get the KO, and if not, we are going to win the game most likely. So, are we going to live? As you guys can see, he's going to click the Overheat, and we are not going to live. So that's pretty much going to wrap up the game. As I want to say GG to Blazing Squid. He had a really nice set as Zardois just absolutely tore through my team. But anyways, let's go ahead and finish out this battle. So I'm going to go hard into my Gliscor, and I'm going to set up my rocks here in case he wants to switch out. As he does decide to switch out, I'm going to go ahead and set up my rocks. So at this point, I'm figuring he's going to click the Ice Beam, as it's going to do a ton to either Shaman or the Gliscor. So yeah, I'm going to go hard into my Shaman, as I have a chance to win the speed tie if that's the case. So like I said, I'm going to go hard into my Shaman here, and he decides to not click the Ice Beam, which is really nice for me, as Seed Flare has a really good chance to get the KO, especially since I am very offensive this game, and we might win the speed tie, and we do, so we are going to be able to pick up a second KO this game, which is really nice, as the differential is not going to be as bad as it could be. So the crit probably did not matter, it depends on his set, but that crit most likely did not matter, and he's going to go into his Lele. So I have no switches to this thing. I just got to kind of stay in. Hope he is not Scarf, because if he's Scarf, he is going to 100% be able to take me out. As I'm just going to go ahead, click the Seed Flare. He's not Scarf, which is nice to know, as we get a chance to take him out if we can let it hit. So we're going to do a good amount of damage to him. That special defense drop did not really matter. But for some reason here, he clicked the Moonblast instead of the Psychic. I didn't really understand this play, as we guaranteed to live the Moonblast. So it's really nice. We probably went down to a Psychic, but we will take it, as we're going to be able to claim another point of differential here. As we're going to fire off another Seed Flare, we are going to connect, and it's going to bring it down to a 3-0 instead of a 5-0, which is really nice, as differential it could be really important later on in the season. But at this point, he's free to go into his Zard, and that special attack drop did not really matter, as I'm not bringing the Hidden Power Rock. I have the Hidden Power Ice this game, actually, so I'm not able to KO him even if I did not have the special attack drop. So it's really not that big of a deal, as he's just gonna, I'm gonna click the Hidden Power. I win the speed tie, actually, which is kind of funny, and he's just gonna go ahead and click the Flame Charge and be able to pick up the KO on the Shaman. So yeah, at this point, it's a roll for the Gliscor to die, but I do not have anything to touch him besides he can turn anyways, and which does not KO. So at this point, it does not really matter. He is probably going to win the game. Well, he's going to win the game 3-0 guaranteed. So he's going to click the Flamethrower. He is actually going to get the role, and that is pretty much going to wrap up the game. I want to say GG to Blazing Squid again. A really nice guy. Make sure to go check out his channel, and also make sure to go check out the PCL Discord fan server, as you guys can go and join that and come and support me along with all of the other coaches. And that's pretty much it for this week, and should be coming up with my Week 2 battle next Friday. So I will see you guys then.